Hey everyone, Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas Football here in Johnson City with your Friday night instant reaction from the regional semifinal round of the Texas High School Football Playoffs. And let's start with the two games that I had this evening. The first one was an absolute barn burner over there at Gustafson Stadium as San Antonio Johnson rallies from a 28-10 deficit with 7:54 left in the game to knock off Steele 29-28. It was a huge matchup, a sold-out stadium there at Gustafson Stadium, over 9,000 in attendance, and it was a barn burner. Steele, Marshall Kenner had a 50-yard touchdown run to put Steele up 28-10 with 7:54 to go. Johnson goes down and scores, makes it 28-17. They get a 3-and-out, get the ball back, and they score 3.5 minutes left to cut the lead to 28-23. They recover an onside kick, and with a minute and a half left, Johnson throws a touchdown pass to Elvis Estrada to Bryson Thompson, throws a touchdown pass, puts Johnson up 29-28 with a minute and a half left. On the ensuing two-point conversion, it got even crazier. The ensuing two-point conversion, Steele's linebacker intercepts the two-point conversion and looks like he's about to take it back for 2 points, which would have put Steele up 30-29. Johnson running back Rayshawn Hurt from the other side of the field hustles back, tracks down the Steele linebacker, tackles him at the 16-yard line. They hold on to win 29-28. That play will not go down in any stat book, but that's the play of the game. It saved Johnson's season. Rayshawn Hurt tracking back to tackle the Steele linebacker who was about to return the two-point conversion for 2 points and put Steele back up 30-29. Johnson improves to 13-0. They're taking on, it looks like it's going to be Lake Travis next week. Lake Travis is playing Laredo United. That game is still in progress. Tonight, here in Johnson City, it was the Junction Eagles improving to 13-0 in the season with a dominant 42-14 win over Granger. It was a cold and rainy night here in Johnson City. The elements, it was a drizzly night. The wind was swirling early on in the game, and Junction showed, I had them as a 2-touchdown favorite. They actually win by 4 touchdowns with a dominant 42-14 win. The key sequence in this ball game, Junction raced out to a 21-0 lead on the strength of a kickoff, the opening kickoff being returned for a touchdown. It looked like the Eagles were going to run away with it. Granger comes back, they cut it to 21-7, and they get a turnover late in the first half. They get down to the 3-yard line. Junction's defense holds, prevents Granger from getting into the end zone, and that was the key sequence of the game because Granger actually got the ball to start the third quarter as well. Junction's defense held going in the start of the third quarter, and they were able to pull away for a 42-14 win. Junction gets a rematch with Shiner next week in the regional finals in Class 2A Division II. So congrats to Scott Freeman and the Junction Eagles. An impressive effort to improve to 13-0. Let's go around the state real quick. A few games. The big story, at least in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, is the weather. Once again, weather has impacted several playoff games. Axtell, DeLeon, Arp and Edgewood, Commerce and Grandview, Pottsboro and Whitney are all in delays. At this moment, they are still delayed in the middle of the game. South Lake Carroll and Prosper have not even gotten started yet. They are still trying to wait out the storms there at Choctaw Stadium. There's a lot of questions that they're going to try to play this game tonight or if they're going to move it to Saturday. The game has not yet kicked off at this hour, and we're getting close to 10 p.m. On Friday night. That game has not kicked off. So weather has impacted a lot of games in North and East Texas this evening. Going around the state real quick, the big showdown there, it was played in the Metroplex, but 2 East Texas teams in 4A Division II, Carthage and Texarkana Pleasant Grove, number 1 versus number 2. Carthage, for the 4th straight year, knocks off Texarkana Pleasant Grove in the playoffs, this time 34-20. Pleasant Grove dominated the first half. They led 17-7 at the half. Carthage comes out in the second half. They get a strip sack for a fumble, return for a touchdown to go 17-14. The next play, they get an interception. They capitalize on that and go up 21-17. And they Scott Surratt's ball club cruised from there. Newest 5-star running back KJ Edwards had a monster game. The Texas A&M commit for the Carthage Bulldogs. Carthage improves to 13-0 as they're looking for their 11th state championship. They knock off Texarkana Pleasant Grove 34-20 there in McKinney. The game of the day in the Houston area in Class 6A Division II, Humble Summer Creek rallies for a 38-37 win over Katy. Kenny Harrison's ball club, they get a touchdown late and they win the game 38-37, late touchdown. Their kicker was injured earlier in the game. He comes on and kicks the game-winning extra point with 15 seconds left in the game to lift Summer Creek to a regional final rematch where they would take on Sheldon King, who was a dominant 52-0 winner over Katy Jordan. there might not be a team in the state playing better than the DeSoto Eagles right now. They absolutely dismantled the Woodlands College Park 56-34, and folks, it really wasn't that close. Claude Mathis's ball club, Sarad Baker, had a monster night. The Eagles are absolutely rolling, playing state championship football at the moment. DeSoto will take on the winner of tomorrow night's game between Forney and Willis. Down in Class 3A Division I, the Columbus Cardinals knock off the Franklin Lions for the second straight year, 34-21. Matt Schobel's ball club. Last year, they were offense heavy. They were slinging it around, getting things done. This year, they are relying on a dominant defense. They hold that vaunted Franklin slot T offense to just 21 points. Columbus still alive to defend their state championship with a 34-21 win over the Franklin Lions. A couple of small school results of note, and then we'll get out of here and I'll get on the road because I got a long road trip tomorrow morning. Refugio in the Class 2A Division I knocks off Ganado 40-13. Ganado had eliminated Refugio the last 2 years in the playoffs. They had Refugio's number. This time the Refugio Bobcats with a dominant second half effort. Ganado led this game 13-12 at the half. Refugio outscores Ganado 28-0 in the second half. The Refugio Bobcats remain number one in 2A Division I with a 40-13 win. Also in 2A Division I, break up the playoff Joaquin Rams. For the second year in a row, Joaquin is busting brackets all over the place. The Rams knock off Elysian Fields 74-21. The slot T offense was absolutely cooking for the Joaquin Rams. They were fourth place last year, got all the way to the state semifinals. This year, they were third place, and they are into the regional finals where they will take on district rival St. Augustine in a rematch of a district game played earlier this year. But hey, we talked about in 6A playoff Tomball. We should probably talk about playoff Joaquin in Class 2A Division I. What a showing from the Rams. They are absolutely cooking. So that wraps things up from here in Johnson City. Tomorrow, I will be in the Houston area at 1 o'clock at Prairie View A&M. Richmond Randall taking on Bastrop. 5A Division II Regional Semifinal. And then at 5 o'clock, I'll be at Planet Ford Stadium in Spring. Pflugerville Weiss takes on Barbers Hill in a Class 5A Division I semifinal. And don't forget, tomorrow night, 10:30, Dave Campbell's YouTube, the season finale of Texas football tonight. Scores and highlights from all across the state of Texas. All the Friday games. We'll have all the Saturday games on there as well. Greg Tepper, Ashley Pickle. Go to Dave Campbell's YouTube, Dave Campbell's Twitter, Twitch, wherever you watch your Dave Campbell's content for free. It's the season finale. Make sure you tune in to Texas High School Football After Party. Hope everyone has a great night and hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. We're signing off from here in Johnson City.